In the case of a connectionless UDP protocol, which we do not expect to respond, scanning is marginally more complicated. Because this is a connectionless protocol that doesn't respond, a connection attempt to close the port will fail and will be presented with an error message. In such a case, you can exploit the fact that, as the RFC document states, the computer should respond with an ICMP port unreachable message. Scanning itself has one basic flaw. It sends back the information about the scanner. It may seem that you can't connect to the target host while remaining unnoticed. However, there are ways to remain anonymous. One of them is using multiple fake IP addresses to hide the attacker's identity, but we won't cover this here. Another method is called the idle scan. It exploits the fact that, in accordance with RFC standards, a computer that receives an unexpected TCP session packet should respond with RST. The only exception is when it receives an RST packet which should be ignored. Otherwise, the internet would be crammed with millions of RST packets being sent back and forth in an infinite loop. We can take advantage of this fact and use any computer that is connected to the World Wide Web, even if we don't have physical access to it, to scan another computer. This is the idea behind the idle scan. Please look at the diagram in the slide. It shows the mechanism of the attack. We find a computer that will make an appropriate zombie machine. We send a packet to it. We record the IP ID, an identification field used for identifying fragments of an original IP datagram. We only need to remember the number. Some implementations of operating systems still in use today generate an IP ID number in an incremental and predictable way. Every further packet will have a higher IP ID number. Knowing that, we can send a scanning packet to the target machine. We will use the address of the zombie instead of our own. The target computer will send the response to the zombie in case the port is open. Otherwise, the response will not be sent at all. The zombie will react correspondingly to the packet it receives. It will either send or not send the RST to the target. Then we probe for an IP ID again, and we compare it to the number we got before. If the number has increased by 1, it means that the zombie has sent the RST packet. We learned that the port on the target machine was open without directly connecting to it. In a moment, we will try to make a demonstration.